Hi, Dale. Welcome, you guys. Welcome to our six string Saturday, which is normally at 9 o'clock in the morning, but I had some personal commitments, so it's at 1 o'clock this afternoon. It's going to be the same thing next week, too, just so you know, okay? So today, what we're going to be doing is working on the picking pattern for Fleetwood Mac's song Landslide. Is the plan. Now, I know that there's some people watching on YouTube, so if you have questions there, by all means, just write it down in the comments, and I'll keep an eye on that. My board is blurry. Oh, well, that's a horrible comment. I'm not sure what to do with that. Oh, no, it's a good comment because Damon, does it look blurry here where I've got the extra lines drawn? That would be my question. I think Zoom is having some issues as well. So, okay, let me know if it's where I've highlighted it that's an issue, or if there's something else going on, because from my end, everything looks really good, which is what's happened before. So just let me know what's, oh, it's getting a reflection. Oh, Damon, are you talking about the reflection down there? And the one up there? Because if you are, we're just gonna live with that. I need the light. All right, I'm just gonna carry on for now, you guys, while my tech support works through things with me. It's so nice to have him on. He also made me coffee. So good. All right, what we're gonna be doing is a different finger picking pattern. I know for the past month we've been working on a lot of finger picking blues, and today we're changing it up. Last week I said we were going to start working on Landslide, and this week we're going for it. And so what we've got is our thumb is going to wind up being on our sixth string, and pointer finger, or middle finger if you want, can be on the third string. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using the fifth string and the sixth string depending on the chord we're on. So let's just try this. Try plucking your thumb on the sixth string and then pointer finger on the third string, okay? Just a little bit, get the hang of it. So thumb, pointer finger, thumb, pointer finger. Okay, now move your thumb to the fifth string. Still keep your pointer finger on the third string though. So I'm just doing all open strings and just plucking, taking my time. And what I should be doing is watching my hand. And I know I talk about that a lot. Go back to your sixth string now with your thumb. So thumb on the sixth string, pointer finger on the third. What I'm doing when I'm watching my hand, what I'm looking for is, I want to make sure I'm not doing this. Fingers away. Right? You don't want to pull your hand away from the strings if you can. So you want to keep them there. Not like smushed right in there, but close to them, right? So that's part of it. I'm watching to make sure my hand's not bouncing away. I'm also watching to make sure that my thumb is going past my fingers a little bit like that, not actually going like that. Like I know that often you hear the term pinch in music. To me, that doesn't actually mean to go like that. It means to go a little bit past that, plucking the strings like that. So I watch out for that. The reason why is when you wind up playing with your fingers close together like that, if you're like that, they can interfere with each other. It's hard to have the follow through of movement. So my checklist is, are my hands bouncing away? No. Is my thumb moving freely this way and not into my fingers? Then that's really what I'm looking for. So we've got our thumb on our sixth string and our pointer finger on our third string. Okay. So watching, now I'm going to move my thumb to my fifth string again, pointer finger still on my third string. You can do this whole pattern just with your thumb and your index finger if you want. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, let's move our thumb to our fourth string and our pointer finger to our second string, okay? So the thumb always comes first, okay, with this pattern. Okay, now let's go back to 5 and 3. So thumb, index finger. Sometimes you'll see where people have their index finger on their third string and their middle finger on their second string. By all means, go for it. For me, right now, I'm just going to use these two though. If I used more, it would probably look like this. Thumb and index finger for 5 and 3. Thumb and middle finger for 4 and 2. Okay. But I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to use 2 fingers. Okay. So this whole pattern, you'll see these numbers written up here. And I'm not sure why things are blurry. So I'm going to talk with my tech support after this is done and find out what's going on. Every number that I've got that's a bit highlighted there, I'm using my thumb with. Okay. And when we change to bigger chords where we're using our 6th string, that 5 there and that 5 there become a 6. Okay, so that's the whole pattern there. The lines underneath this indicate that these are 8th notes. And here, this last note rings out as a quarter note. So this is a simple version of the picking pattern that they use for Landslide. I wasn't going to give you guys something where it's like crazy times. So what I want to do now is I'm going to take this picking pattern and put it all together, nice and slow. Our speed is going to be like this: 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. And again, 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. And that 4, you hit it with your thumb and you don't play with your index finger, right? Just let it ring out. Now let's try it with, substitute these for 6s. Okay, so it's going to be 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. See if we can do that. Here we go. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. And again, ready? 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. One more time. Ready, go. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. I hope you're watching this, your picking hand, while you're doing that, just so you can get the hang of this. We can try speeding it up a little bit, but I don't want to do too much of that yet. What I want us to do now is get comfortable with our chords. And I want to show you what I've done here. I've got my C chord shape written here. Get rid of extra work there. I've got my C chord, something called a G/B. You can make a full G chord there, and I'll draw that in around there, but I want to show you just what I'm actually using for my chord shapes, okay, for my fretting hand. And then I've got an A minor 7, and then I go back to the G/B. So that's for the intro and the verse of the song. So it's going to look like this. I'm going to make the chords, and then we'll go through and play them. So pointer finger on string 2, fret 1. Then I reach over to string 4, fret 2 with my middle finger, and then ring finger reaches to fret 3, string 5. Now I don't know if you noticed, but I had to adjust my hand a little bit. What I did was I brought my thumb down a little closer to my ring finger when I did that, okay? Like this. So let's make that shape again. String 2, fret 1, string 4, fret 2, string 5, fret 3. The trick with this is, see how my fingers are arched up? I want to do that because my fingers are a little bit chubby and I want to avoid having them touch the strings and mute them. So that's why I have my hand kind of in a C shape there. So then just give it a strum from the 5th string down. Okay. If you have a dull sound, see how I've adjusted this finger here, flattened it. And then I've brought it back up, curved it. So fingers on the tips, curved up, will be really nice for that C chord. That C chord is the one that is the busiest with fingering for the verse and the intro of the song, so that's when you want to watch out for the most. The next chord shape we're going to use is a G/B. Now because of what's coming, in the chorus, you may want to get comfortable with the full-on G chord, but we'll approach it two different ways. We'll take a look at this part first, okay? So what I've done is I've gone from my C, because I know what's coming. I'm using this fingering. Got my pointer finger, well, let's back it up. I've got my ring finger on fret 3, string 2. Then I reach way over to string 5, fret 2 with my pointer finger. Okay. Now for this one, try to just strum those 4 inside strings if you can. Pick through them slowly with your thumb. That's it. Okay, that's all we're going to be using for picking. I put my pointer finger right here, resting it on the first string so I don't let that string ring out. If you're worried about that, you can tuck your baby finger on the 3rd fret of the first string. And then you don't have to worry about it. Okay. So you'll see, you're probably looking and thinking, okay, well, this is a G/B, but down here there's a G. This little light is hiding just a dot right there on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. There. So because of what's coming in the chorus, I like to use finger 1 here and finger 3 here. You don't have to. You may find something that works a bit better for you, then use it, you know, but that's what I like to do. I'm just showing you the way I like to do it and my reasoning behind it. A minor 7, the next chord, looks a lot like the C. So I'm using my first finger on string 2, fret 1, and my second finger on string 4, fret 2. I'm going to show you the alternative fingering that I sometimes use for that as well, just so we've got everything kind of laid out. But let's make the A minor 7 first, okay? So string 2, fret 1, and then reach way over to string 4, fret 2, and you're still going to strum those 4 inside strings. So strings 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, just like that, okay? You can strum your first string too if you want. Okay, now just get a feel for the difference between that A minor 7, then if you put your ring finger down back on that fret 3 of string 5, then you've got your C chord. Okay, then back down to A minor 7. Ready? Okay. G/B, I'm going to go back to that. And you see that shift? Ring finger, I've dropped it down to the 3rd fret of string 2. Pointer finger's gone up to the 2nd fret of string 5. For some extra security, if I want, I can drop my baby finger down on that first string, just in case if I'm worried about hitting it or whatever. And then strum it. Now let's go back to that C. Ready? See how when I'm lifting up my fingers, I'm bringing that pointer finger back just so it gets ready to go over top of the fret that it needs to go on. So 1, 2, 3. Strum the inside strings. First string is totally cool to hit. I'm just going to put that fingering down there. Then I'm going to talk about the alternative fingering for this that you might see me do. You'll likely see me do because I tend to change my fingering. 2 here. Okay. The other one that you might see me do is this. Look at what I did there. I went from my C and I bunny hopped my middle finger up to string 5, fret 2, and I tucked my baby finger down on string 2, fret 3. So I'm using fingers 2 and 4. My reasoning for that is I'm pretty confident with changing my fingerings between different chord shapes. So I've gotten used to doing that over the years. The reason why I'm doing that is just to be economical with my movements. That can be a bit tricky when you're new though, right? Because that baby finger is not particularly strong. So I'm showing this to you so that you know that there's always different ways to play these patterns, right? Different fingerings. So be comfortable with it, you know? 1 and 3, 2 and 4, other one's okay. Okay. But for this, I'm going to try to stick with 1 and 3, just so it gets our fingers lined up as well comfortably for the chorus part. All right, that's enough talking. Let's have a sip of coffee, and then we're going to pick through these chords. I'm having a bit of a hodgepodge time here. Oh, there we go. I spilled my coffee earlier. I had to clean it up. Oh my gosh. Here, my screen's blurry. Oh well, it's okay. It's Saturday. Everything's good. All right, let's make the C chord. So that's the trickiest one, right? 1, 2, 3. If you find that when you go to play the 3rd string, and it's a little bit, you might have to lift up your finger and then put it down when you need it. What I say that because as you're going through the picking pattern, 5, 3, 4, 2. See, I put my finger down just before I needed it. You can do that. It's okay. Okay, so I'm going to play that picking pattern, and I'm going to do it 4 times per chord because we're going to memorize that picking pattern. Nice and slow. Here we go. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. And again. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. 2 more times. Your hand might get a little bit tired holding the chord, okay? And I think when that used to happen to me, it was because I was hanging on to it like when I was working on new stuff. So if you find that that happens, make a fist, bring your hand out, because a lot of it's just tension while you're learning new things, right? Okay, let's make our G/B. /B. People often ask me, well, what's that slash mean? That tells you what your bass note is. That note there is a B. So it's just instructing you on how to create a lovely picking pattern using different voicings of chords. So here we are on our G/B with ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, pointer finger on the 5th string, same picking pattern. Here we go. We'll do it 4 times. 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. Again. 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. 2 more times. Last time. Okay, now let's go to A minor. Just like your C without that ring finger. Here we go. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. And see if you can watch your hand. 5, 3, 4. 2 more times. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. Last time. Then after this, we're going to go right back to that G/B. Ready, go. G/B. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. Again. Two more times. I really like this picking pattern. Okay. Let's stop there for a minute. I went back to G/B because that's the end of that chord progression. That's the main chord progression for the intro and the verse of Landslide. What happens is you wind up playing that 3 times, and then the 4th time you play C, G/B, A minor 7, and then D7/F sharp. So we need to learn this guy. It's stuck over here in the side just so we can work through this. Fingering for this one is going to be a little bit different. It's gonna sound so cool though. Love this chord. I put my pointer finger, string 2, fret 1, and then my ring finger, not my middle, but my ring finger, on string 3, fret 2. So it looks a little crampy, but that's so I can reach over here to fret 2, string 6. Now I know that sounds weird, so I'm going to take off my hands and I'm going to do it again. Pointer finger, string 2, fret 1, ring finger, fret 3 or fret 2, string 3, reach way over to string 6, fret 2. See how these guys are both on the 2nd fret? Here's another way to think about it. Lay those 2 down there with string 6 and 3. Pivot your hand back to string 2. It's whatever way your mind works, right? Different people have different approaches for making that fingering. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Now, do you guys remember when I was getting you to change this out, sub this out for string 6? That's what we're going to do now. I'm going to draw a little, going to change it so it looks a little bit more like a 6 there, just so we've got that lined up. Okay, so now it's going to be, let's just practice that picking pattern with the D7/F sharp. We know that note there is an F sharp. Okay, here we go. So 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. Nice and slow. Here we go. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. Let's do it again. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3. 2 more times. Last time. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. That chord sounds unsettled. It wants to go to G really bad. We're not going to let it go to G yet though. What we're going to do now is we're going to play through this chord progression. Okay, and we'll play each picking pattern twice now. And we'll do that one, and then we're going to go like this. And down to the D7/F sharp, so we can practice the 2 different types. Okay, here we go. So on the C, so now we're going to use 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. Okay, make your C chord. We'll play it twice. Here we go. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. Again. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3. Okay, and now switch to that G/B. Here we go. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. Again. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. Now to A minor 7. Okay, 2 and 4 are your strings. Here we go. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. Again. 5, 3, 4, 2. Now back to G/B flat or B. Ready? G/B. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. Again. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. Now back to our C, G/B, A minor 7, drop down to D7/F sharp. Okay, here we go on C. Ready, go. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. Again. Here comes G/B flat. Ready? Boom. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. Again. Okay, A minor 7. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. Again. Okay, back to G flat or G/B. Here we go. 5, 3, 4. I wasn't supposed to go to that. I was supposed to go to the D7/F sharp. Oh my gosh, I got all zoned out with the chord progression. Let's do A minor 7 and then hop down. A minor 7, gotta focus. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4, and again. Now the handy thing about this is you've already got your pointer finger anchored, right? Look at that. It's already there. Okay, 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. Let's go for it. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. And again, 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. So that one, you know, I don't know if you noticed, but when I went from the A minor 7 to the D7 slash F sharp, I wound up kicking my middle finger out like that and then going. Do you hear the saddest meowing in the world of a cat that must have been ignored all day long? All day long? I don't think so, but that's how he tells it. I'll be right back. Really? You are the saddest kitty. Yes, I know. Well, it's too smoky to leave the door open. You guys, it's so smoky here. It's just disgusting. So he's immediately laid down to have a nap. All right, we're going to review a few things. Like a lot of it's the physical movements between these chords, right? Like you gotta get these chords memorized a little bit at a time. Some of them you may say to yourself, man, that's a big chord, right? Like that C, you know, but just pick up your fingers if you need to. Like I was saying, if you find the third string is a little muffled sounding, then lift up your ring finger a little bit. It's okay, you know, and you take your time, play each one a bunch of times. It's okay. Oh dear, my guitar scared him. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through and I'm going to play that, then down to that. Play with me if you want, or just watch how my fingers move. You know, that's a lot of it, is just watching the fretting hand, right? The movements between the chords, okay? I'll go nice and slow, but I'm just going to play each one once. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. Change. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3. Change. Back to your C. So you might need to take this 4 and clip it a little bit. That last right there, you might need to hop when you're playing that. That's okay. Okay, and then 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. So the whole thing there was I wanted you to see how my hands look, how my changing of chords looks when I'm not really staring at them. Because sometimes I think I'm doing one thing and then when I watch, I see something different. So when I say that, I like to think about what fingers I put down first, what finger I use to lead from one chord to another. And sometimes it's not what I think it is. Like that right there, that A minor 7 to D7 slash F sharp. I'm laying down my ring finger while I'm stretching out that middle finger. I thought those two are landing right at the same time right then. So it's interesting, you know. So I encourage you, first off, get that picking pattern memorized. Okay. It's lovely, you know. It's consistent, right? In that you've got your thumb playing a string, and then the next string is not used, right? So you got those two together, 5 and 3, and then 4 and 2. So you got a little bit of space between your fingers, right? It can be nice. And use it with any chord progression. It doesn't matter. They're all great. Like just pick any chord with that pattern. It's so nice. Now I'm going to take just a quick little couple sips of coffee, and I think that we'll get into the chorus part of Landslide, because that picking pattern is going to be the same all the way through. I did highlight the strings that we're using, just with a little bit of green to hopefully be a little bit of a guide for you there. Okay, and like I say, if you have any questions or any observations, it's okay, Nico. Then by all means, ask away, and I'll just have a sip of coffee. My cat's very hyper right now. There's a squirrel outside. He might have had a fight with a squirrel. Dale, I'd love to know how you're doing. Just type a message if you've got anything going on with these chords. It's a bit different because we've done so much finger picking blues to just have our fretting hand be a bit more still and just focus on our picking hand. It's a bit different, but it's good for us. Oh, I think my cat's being removed from the vicinity, my noisy cat. It's so nice to have an assistant. Thank you very much. He'll come back. He always comes back and complains. Not the assistant, the cat. All right. So we've got for the G chord, just like that G/B, fingerings are the same. The only thing I've added on is my middle finger down here on the 6th string. Got a little bit of light on there. There we go. D7/F sharp is the one that we've used to kick us into the chorus, because these are the chorus chords down here. I'll have it written out nicer and it'll be accessible on my website, which is tinasmusic.ca, and it'll be underneath the category 6-string Saturdays. So our D7/F sharp will look over here for that chord. Okay. And then from there, we're going to E minor, and we'll play E minor twice is what we'll do. So we'll just walk through it nice and slow, like we did before. Okay. It's kind of nice that my cat's isn't judging me right now. All right, so let's make the full G. Now, usually what I tell my students to do is start on this side and work up. So I've got my ring finger here. Oh, right, I'm sorry. The positioning was a little different than what I remembered. All right, so ring finger is just on the 2nd string. That's not so bad, hey? You can tuck your baby finger behind it if you want. That's what I was thinking about there. Sometimes people like to have that there for a little bit of extra security, but we're not picking that 1st string, so choice is yours, okay? So I've got my 3rd finger on string 2, reaching up to string 5. So it's just the same shape as what we used before up here. And then I've got my middle finger, big stretch up to string 6, fret 3. Okay. So 3 on string 2, ring finger on string 5, fret 2. You can see how my hand has to arch up a little bit, right? To reach that 6th string. This one's not so bad though. Like, as long as your pointer finger is positioned well, then you're pretty good to go. Give it just a gentle strum. If you've got that 1st string covered with your baby finger, then you can strum them all. If not, just, when I say strum, really just picking them like that, just nice and gentle like that. Okay, just to make sure everything's ringing out. And now I'm just going to check out my chat here. Dale, your grandkids were visiting you? Oh, it's so nice. Ah. All right, so we've got our G. Now, let's go back and make that D7/F sharp. Let's take a look at how we have to move though. Okay, middle finger is going to go down to the 6th string. I might shift using that middle finger, because that's the most closely related chord or finger I've got for my chord. So I might go like that and start with it there. Depends on how your mind works though, right? I might have to go like this. Back here to string 2, fret 1, ring finger on string 3, fret 2, and then reach over. I might have to do it like that. Then I might get more comfortable with it as time passes, and I can go like that. Whichever way gets you there, right? Okay, so let's pluck down to string 2. Okay. E minor. There's fingering options. I've written 1 and 2, but you might want to use third finger on string 4, middle finger on string 5, rather than 1 and 2. Because all you have to do then is bunny hop your middle finger down from the 6th string from making this chord here. Okay. So I'll write down the alternative fingerings as well. This one, just strum them all. E minor. So we're going to be playing that one twice. So let's go back. We'll go back to our G. Okay, and now our picking pattern is going to be 6 3 4 2 6 3 4. Okay. Let's try it out. Okay, so making our G, 3rd fret, 2nd string, 3rd fret of 1st string 2 if you want to lay down both those fingers there. String 5, fret 2, string 6, fret 3. Okay, so let's just try doing that picking pattern. We'll do it 4 times again, so we get our heads wrapped around it being the 6th string. He's back, oh my God. All right, here we go. Nice and slow. 6 3 4 2 6 3 4. Sometimes at 6th string feels further away than you realize. 2 more times. 6 3 4 2 6 3 4. Last one. 6 3 4 2 6 3 4. Okay, now let's take a look at what we can do to get to that D7/F sharp comfortably. So that way I lifted off all my fingers, went like that. I know how I'll do it though as time progresses, right? Like as I said before, I'm gonna keep this finger really close to that string and make my shape coming down this way. Okay, so let's do our 6 3 4 2 deal. Here we go. 6 3 4 2 6 3 4. Again, 3 more times. I hope you guys are memorizing this. 6 3 4 2 6 3 4. I'm just talking about memorizing the your picking hand. One more time. Now to E minor. And I'm just going to bunny hop my middle finger down to my 5th string, fret 2, and then put my ring finger on string 4, fret 2. That's my alternative. Instead of 1 and 2, I'm using 2 and 3. Picking pattern's the same. Here we go. 6 3 4 2 6 3 4. Again. Two more times. 6 3 4 2 6 3 4. Last one. 6 3 4 2 6 3 4. All right. Oh, we got to play. Let's play a couple more times because we wound up playing that chord progression twice there. That E minor. 4 2 6 3 4. Last one. That sounds so cool. All right. Quick sip of coffee, and then we're going to play these ones each one time. We're going to go G, D7/F sharp, E minor, and then E minor again. And that's going to be the first line of our chorus. Okay. My cat's back. He's resting now, though. He's done raising a ruckus. You could have a lot of fun with that picking pattern. Just take a little break, stretch your fingers if you need to. Okay. I'm just hitting my A, and then 6, 3. It's a nice pattern. Fits comfortably underneath the fingers. All right, so G, D7/F sharp, E minor, E minor. Okay, let's see if we can do that. And now it's just going to be, let's go right to 1 rep per chord, but we'll go a little slower. Okay, so it's going to be 6, 3, 4, 2, just that speed, so we have some time to think about our chord changes. Here we go. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4, D7/F sharp, ready, go. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4, E minor, ready, go. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4, and again. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. I just realized I covered up that D7/F sharp. You guys didn't need that big test right away. Let's do this again so you can actually see the chord. Okay, ready on the G? 1, 2, here we go. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4, D7/F sharp, ready, go. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4, E minor times 2. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4, again. Okay, so we're working it together. Now, if my memory serves me correctly, I could be wrong. I'll have to look at my notes and make sure, but I think we play one line of that. And then I think we go back to that. I think we flip back and forth between those two parts for the chorus. Let me just check my note paper. I've got all this stuff lined up here to make sure I do it right, but then I like to make sure that I'm doing things properly. Just have a coffee while I'm snooping around, you guys. I think I've got it right. Well, we won't sweat about it too much right now. We're just making sure we got all the picking pattern going here. Let's play through the verse 3 times on that first line. And then line number 4, we'll go down into D7/F sharp. So we'll just start slowly working through the whole shebang, okay? Here we go. So on our C, now right where that light is, there's nothing there. Okay, that's just a glowy light. Let's see if I can move that along a little bit so you can see the D/F sharp a little easier. Okay, here we go. So we're going to go back to mainly picking 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. Okay. There we go. All right. Give your fingers a little. If your hand feels kind of tense from holding the chords, make a fist, let it go. It's best if you can stretch out your arm too. I do that a lot when I'm playing. It feels good. Okay. All right, here we go on our C. Okay, I'll just count. I'll say the picking pattern one time to start us going. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. Ready? Here we go. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5. Let's do it slower so we have more time to change. Here we go. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4, and change. 7. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. Back to G/B. 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. Now all over again, back to C. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. G/B. A minor 7. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. G/B. Okay, and now back to C. Here we go. G/B. A minor 7. Do you see what I just did there? Just keep in mind, as you're changing these chords, the first, I just gotta tell you guys, the first 2 strings you play on A minor 7, they're open. So if you're like, oh, I need a second to change that chord, 5 and 3 are the 2 open strings you play on A minor 7. So handy. Okay, A minor 7. Here we go. 5, 3, G/B. Now this time, we'll hit those 3 chords and then down to that D7/F sharp. Here we go, back to C. Here we go. G/B. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. A minor 7. Okay, D7/F sharp, and now 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. Here we go. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. Okay, and now let's go down here to this full-on G. Give yourself a chance to make that chord shape. Good. Here we go. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. D7/F sharp. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. E minor times 2. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. Again. How's it feeling? Let's check in. Let's do a little check in there. I have a sip of coffee and I'm looking for any questions, any observations. Figure out any other chords that you like the sound of that you might want to play this with. So that's always fun too. I'll just take a peek over here. Okay. Have my sip of coffee, think about things. It's 10 to 2, and this has been pretty intense with that picking. So I want to check in and make sure everyone's feeling okay. Or if you have questions from the last stuff I did too, I wouldn't mind running through that as well. I think probably the best thing I could do for this is I might actually just put it up as a full-on chord and lyric chart so that you see the whole shebang. Might be good. G can be a strain. Yeah, it can. Oh, and you know what? I'm glad you said that, Dale, because an alternative way to make that G for both of them, if you guys want, okay? Because there's all sorts of different chord shapes. Let's talk about that. This G, if you wanted to, instead of playing these fretted numbers, or these fretted notes, let me just show you something. Here's an alternative fingering that works out just fine. Different voicing. My preferred voicing is the 3rd fret because of the way the chord shapes change and give a nice melodic run, but you can play it with an open there. Okay, so if you find it tricky, there's options. Right? And if you can put an open there, then you know You could also do it here. Okay. You could play it as an open up there too. So then it's just a 1-finger chord here and a 2-finger here. So I encourage you guys to be flexible with that. Try one way. If you're not quite ready for it, or if it doesn't feel right for your hands, there's an alternative fingering. Tragically, I don't really have an alternative fingering for the C chord, but you know, you can't have handy tricks for everything, I guess. So on YouTube, my friends that are on there, let me know if you have any questions, any observations about this one, because I would like this to be something where we work on it as a project for, for a few weeks. By that, I mean, we'll work on it with Landslide. We'll probably just keep it at this level of a picking pattern for now, but I'd like to explore other songs too that we could use with that picking pattern. I think it would be a lot of fun, or just chord progressions that you might find, yeah, hopefully that different fingering works for you, Dale, because it can be nice. And then you also have the freedom to try out different voicings with these chords. So by that, what I mean is I'm going to now play this progression with this version of the G chord. And then I'll go back and play it with the other version where we have the 3rd fret. Okay. So you can hear the differences. So first one. And now with the other one. Whoops. If I go fast. Sounds kind of neat, both of them. So eventually, as you get comfortable with one, try to get comfortable with the other too, and then you can use it to change up your picking style too by having different voicings of chords. That can be really, really quite lovely. So we're at 5-2 right now. I don't think we're going to do any review from last week. Last week was a lot of review already, but I know that you've not everyone's been able to watch all the videos, but go to my website. What I did with all the blues picking that we did, I did it up like a little tiny booklet, a 4-page booklet of all the different layers or levels of variation we did with that. So that could be worthwhile. And last lesson, like I say, I went right through all of that and did a pretty thorough review of everything that we did in every level. So that would be worthwhile checking out. Yeah, I'm going to play through this one last time. Okay. I'm going to take the 3rd fret voicing though, is what I'm going to do on both levels. And we'll just have one more run through it, hey? And here's hoping that at the end of this, you don't have to have the chords memorized. But if you had the picking pattern memorized, then you don't have to worry so much about what your fretting hand's doing. It takes the pressure off you a little bit and you can just work. Or you don't have to worry so much about what your picking hand's doing. You can just focus on what your fretting hand's doing. Oh, I need more coffee. I was up really early this morning, like at 3, I think. All right, but I was writing music. I had to write. I just had to. So there it was. All right, on the C. Here we go. Let's take it at this speed. 5, 3, 4, 2. Ready, go on C. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. Whatever G/B flat you want. A minor 7. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. Back to G/B. And we'll repeat that. G/B. minor 7, 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4, G slash B. One more time through that particular progression. G slash B. I'll use the lower and A minor 7. G slash B. Now this time we're going to go to that D7. G slash B. A minor 7. D7 slash F sharp. Here we go. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. Now we're down here. G, D7 slash F sharp, E minor, A minor. Ready? G. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. D7 slash F sharp. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. E minor. Again, 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. Let's do this line again. Back to the G. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. D7 slash F sharp. To E minor. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. Again. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4. Okay. So yeah, I'll write it all out. So we'll have it all lined up. And hopefully, like I say, if you've got that picking pattern memorized, so 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4, and then 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4, then you can just focus on the chords and deciding the fingerings you like, right? The voicings and the fingerings you like for the G and the G slash B. And then we're halfway there. There's a lovely little guitar solo in Landslide. So as we get going on it, I may write out the guitar solo too. It would just be a simple version down here. Let me know if that's something that you guys would like to try picking as well, because I think I could probably work it out. But it's 2 o'clock, so I'm going to stop the live stream now. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for joining my cat as he complained, and we'll see you next time.